Most Americans over 60 move less than 30 minutes per day. Yet in Okinawa, Japan, 90-year-olds climb mountains and tend gardens with the energy of people half their age. What's their secret? It's not genetics or expensive supplements. It's 7 simple movements they practice daily that most Western doctors never mention. Here's what they don't tell you about aging in America. We've been sold the idea that stiff joints, poor balance, and declining strength are inevitable after 60. But Japanese seniors prove this wrong every single day. They practice movements that keep their bodies flexible, balanced, and strong well into their 90s and beyond. I'm going to share 7 of these daily movements with you today. The 7th one will surprise you because it takes less than 2 minutes, but can transform your entire day. But the 6th movement is the real game changer. It's so simple that most people dismiss it, yet it's the foundation of everything else. Before we dive in, I'd love to know where you're watching from and your age. Drop a comment below. Are you in your 60s, 70s, or beyond? It helps me understand who I'm talking to. Let's start with the 7th movement and work our way to the most powerful one. Movement number 7 is called Ashi no undo, which means leg circulation. This isn't your typical calf raise. Japanese seniors do this movement every morning before they even get out of bed. It takes 90 seconds and wakes up your entire circulatory system. Here's why this matters for people over 60. As we age, circulation naturally slows down. Blood pools in our legs overnight. Morning stiffness isn't just about joints. It's about sluggish blood flow. When circulation improves, everything else follows. Energy increases, balance improves, and that foggy morning feeling disappears. Research from cardiovascular centers shows that simple leg movements can increase circulation by up to 40% within minutes. The key is timing and technique. Meet Helen, 72, a former librarian from Ohio. She used to struggle getting out of bed each morning. Her legs felt heavy and stiff. 2 weeks after starting this simple routine, she told me she bounces out of bed like she did in her 50s. The change happened that fast. Here's the protocol. While still lying in bed, pull your knees toward your chest one at a time. Hold for 5 seconds. Then straighten your leg and point your toes toward the ceiling. Flex your foot, pulling your toes back toward your shin. Feel that stretch in your calf. Do this 10 times each leg. Next, rotate your ankles in slow circles, 5 times each direction. Finally, shake your legs gently like you're trying to wake them up. The beauty of this movement is you can't mess it up. Start gentle. If pointing your toes causes cramping, just do the knee pulls and ankle circles. Your body will tell you what it's ready for. But here's where most people go wrong with morning routines. They rush through them. Japanese seniors treat these movements like meditation. Slow, mindful, connected to their breathing. This brings us to our next movement, which is all about breath and spine. Movement number 6 is Senaka no undo or spine wave. This movement looks deceptively simple, but it's the foundation everything else builds on. In Japan, they say your spine age determines your body age. Keep your spine flexible and the rest follows. Why does this matter so much after 60? Your spine houses your nervous system. When vertebrae compress and stiffen, nerve signals slow down, balance suffers, coordination declines, pain increases. But here's the remarkable thing. Spinal flexibility can be restored at any age with the right movements. Studies from major medical centers suggest that daily spinal mobility work can reduce back pain by 60 to 70% within 4 weeks. More importantly, it can improve balance and coordination, which prevents falls. Robert, 68, a retired mechanic, came to me barely able to turn his head to back up his car. His spine had locked up from years of hunching over engines. After 3 weeks of daily spine waves, he was playing golf again. His wife said it was like watching her husband get his body back. Here's how to do the spine wave. Stand with feet hip-width apart. Imagine your spine is like a chain, and you're going to move it 1 link at a time. Start by dropping your chin to your chest. Feel that stretch in your neck. Now let that movement flow down. Round your upper back, then your middle back. Keep your knees slightly bent. Let your arms hang loose. Now reverse it. Start from your lower back and slowly roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Your head comes up last. This isn't a fast movement. Think of honey pouring upward. Each section of your spine should move separately. Do this 3 times in the morning and 3 times in the evening. If you feel dizzy, slow down even more. If you can't bend far, that's fine. Your range will improve with practice. The key is the wave motion, not how far you can bend. Here's what's fascinating about this movement. It doesn't just help your spine. It massages your internal organs and improves digestion. Japanese seniors know that flexibility starts from the inside out. Now let's talk about something that might change how you think about exercise forever. Most Western exercise focuses on building strength and endurance. Japanese movement focuses on flow and connection. This brings us to movement number 5, which Western physical therapists are finally starting to understand. Movement number 5 is Kata Ashi Baransu, or single leg flow. This isn't just standing on one foot. It's a moving balance challenge that trains your brain and body to work together. After 60, this connection becomes crucial for preventing falls and maintaining independence. Here's the science behind it. Balance isn't just about strong muscles. It's about rapid communication between your brain, inner ear, eyes, and muscles. This communication slows down as we age unless we challenge it daily. Single leg movements force this system to stay sharp. Balance-related falls send over 3 million seniors to emergency rooms every year. But research shows that specific balance training can reduce fall risk by up to 50%. The key is making balance training dynamic, not static. Margaret, 75, a former dance teacher, was terrified of falling after a minor slip in her kitchen. She stopped going places alone. We started with simple single leg movements. Within a month, she was back to her evening walks. 6 months later, she was teaching dance again at the senior center. Here's the protocol for single leg flow. Stand behind a sturdy chair, hands lightly touching the back for support. Lift your right knee until your thigh is parallel to the floor, or as high as comfortable. Now slowly move that lifted leg forward, then out to the side, then behind you. Keep it elevated the whole time. Do 5 slow circles in each direction. Switch legs and repeat. As you get stronger, use less support from the chair. Eventually, you might only need one finger touching the chair, then no support at all. The goal isn't to rush to independence. It's to challenge yourself safely every day. Here's the secret most people miss. Focus on a point straight ahead while you move your leg. This trains your visual balance system. And breathe normally. Holding your breath makes balance harder. If lifting your leg is too challenging, start by just shifting your weight from one foot to the other. Or tap your toe behind you while keeping most weight on your standing leg. Progress happens with consistency, not intensity. But here's where this gets really interesting. The next movement combines balance with something most people think they can't improve after 60. Let's explore that now. Most people believe flexibility peaks in childhood and steadily declines. Japanese seniors prove this wrong every day. Movement number 4 is called Koshi no Nejiri, or hip spiral. This movement addresses the joint that determines how you walk, sit, stand, and move through life. Your hips are the center of everything. When hips get tight, your lower back compensates. Your knees take extra stress. Your posture suffers. But here's what's remarkable. Hip flexibility can improve dramatically at any age with the right approach. Why do hips tighten after 60? Modern life keeps us in chairs. Hip flexors shorten, glutes weaken, the joint capsule stiffens. But movement can reverse this process faster than most people believe possible. Clinical studies show that targeted hip mobility work can restore range of motion within weeks. More importantly, flexible hips reduce lower back pain and improve walking efficiency. You actually use less energy to move when your hips move freely. David, 71, a retired truck driver, couldn't tie his shoes without sitting down. 20 years of driving had locked up his hips. After 6 weeks of daily hip spirals, he was not only tying his shoes standing up, he was hiking with his grandchildren. Here's how to do the hip spiral. Stand with feet slightly wider than hip width. Place your hands on your hips. Now imagine you're trying to draw a large circle with your hip bones. Start small and gradually make the circles larger. Go slow enough that you can feel each part of the movement. Do 5 circles clockwise, then 5 counterclockwise. If your balance feels unsteady, hold onto a counter or wall with one hand. The key is the circular motion, not the size of the circle. Now here's the advanced version. As you circle your hips, let your arms move naturally. This creates a spiral through your entire torso. It's like wringing out tension from your whole midsection. If you feel any pinching or sharp pain, make smaller circles or take a break. Hip spirals should feel like a release, not a strain. Some stiffness is normal as your body adapts, but pain is a signal to back off. Try this test right now, wherever you are sitting or standing. Can you easily rotate your hips in a circle? If not, you'll be amazed at how quickly this improves with daily practice. This brings us to something that connects directly to brain health, which is our next movement. Movement number 3 is no Nagare, or arm flow. This might seem simple, but it's directly connected to brain function and cognitive health. In Japan, they understand that arm movements don't just strengthen muscles, they stimulate neural pathways that keep the mind sharp. Here's why this matters for anyone over 60. Fine motor skills and coordination begin declining in our 60s unless we actively maintain them. But here's the good news. The brain remains plastic throughout life. Complex arm movements create new neural connections and strengthen existing ones. Research from neurology center suggests that coordinated arm exercises can improve cognitive function and may help prevent cognitive decline. The movements need to be complex enough to challenge the brain, but simple enough to perform safely. Patricia, 74, a former accountant, noticed she was dropping things more often and her handwriting was becoming shaky. Her doctor said it was normal aging. After 2 months of daily arm flows, her dexterity improved noticeably. She went back to knitting, something she thought she'd lost forever. Here's the arm flow sequence. Stand with feet hip-width apart. Raise both arms out to your sides at shoulder height. Now make slow circles, starting small and gradually increasing the size. Do 10 circles forward, then 10 circles backward. Next, move your arms like you're swimming backstroke in slow motion. Really focus on the coordination. One arm goes up while the other goes down. Do this for 30 seconds. Finally, reach your right arm across your body and gently pull it closer with your left hand. Feel the stretch in your shoulder. Hold for 15 seconds, then switch arms. The key with arm flows is coordination, not strength. If your shoulders are stiff or painful, make smaller movements. If you've had shoulder surgery or injury, check with your doctor before starting. Here's what makes this movement special. It's working on multiple systems simultaneously: shoulder flexibility, arm strength, coordination, and brain function. Japanese seniors understand that efficient movement addresses many needs at once. But now we're getting to the movements that really separate Japanese seniors from their Western counterparts. The next movement addresses something most Americans completely ignore. Movement number 2 is Kokyuu to Ashi, or breath walking. This isn't regular walking. It's a specific pattern that combines breathwork with movement to boost energy and improve circulation. Most Western exercise focuses on intensity. Japanese movement focuses on integration. Here's why breath walking matters after 60. As we age, our breathing often becomes shallow and inefficient. We use only the top portion of our lungs. This reduces oxygen delivery to our cells and makes us feel tired. But coordinated breathing with movement can reverse this pattern quickly. Controlled breathing exercises have been shown to reduce blood pressure, improve heart rate variability, and boost energy levels. When combined with gentle movement, the benefits multiply. It's like giving your body a tune-up from the inside out. James, 69, a retired postal worker, was always tired by midday. His doctor found nothing wrong, but James felt like he was running on empty. After learning breath walking, his afternoon energy crash disappeared. He told me it was like switching from regular to premium fuel. Here's the breath walking protocol. Start by standing still. Take a deep breath in through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 2 counts. Exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. Do this 3 times to establish the rhythm. Now start walking slowly. Match your steps to your breathing. For steps while inhaling, 2 steps holding, 6 steps while exhaling. If this feels too challenging, shorten it to 3 steps in, 1 step hold. For steps out, find a rhythm that feels natural. Walk this way for 5 to 10 minutes. You can do this inside or outside, up and down a whole way if necessary. The key is maintaining the breath pattern while moving. Here's what most people get wrong. They try to walk too fast. This isn't about distance or speed. It's about coordination and oxygen delivery. You should feel energized afterward, not exhausted. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded, slow down or take a break. Some people need to build up to longer breath holding gradually. Listen to your body and progress slowly. The beautiful thing about breath walking is you can do it anywhere. Grocery shopping, walking to the mailbox, even walking upstairs. It turns ordinary movement into therapeutic exercise. But now we come to the most powerful movement of all. The one that Japanese centenarians credit with their longevity and vitality. Movement number 1 is Shinpi no Ugoki, or the mystery movement. I call it mystery because most people can't believe something so simple can be so powerful. It takes less than 2 minutes, requires no equipment, and can be done anywhere. Yet it addresses multiple age-related concerns simultaneously. This movement combines balance, strength, flexibility, and mindfulness in one flowing sequence. It's based on ancient Japanese principles but backed by modern science. In Okinawa, they practice this movement before meals, believing it prepares the body for nourishment and healing. Why is this the most important movement for people over 60? It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair mode your body needs for healing and recovery. Modern stress keeps us locked in fight or flight mode, which accelerates aging and reduces our body's ability to heal itself. Studies on mindful movement show it can reduce inflammation, improve immune function, and even influence gene expression related to aging. The key is the combination of physical movement with present moment awareness. Eleanor, 82, a retired nurse, was struggling with chronic pain and insomnia. Medications weren't helping much, and she was worried about side effects. After 6 weeks of practicing the mystery movement twice daily, her pain decreased significantly and she was sleeping through the night again. Her doctor was amazed at her improvement. Here's the mystery movement sequence. Stand with feet hip-width apart. Close your eyes if it feels safe, or soften your gaze toward the floor. Take 3 deep breaths to center yourself. Now raise your arms slowly overhead while inhaling. Imagine you're gathering energy from the universe. At the top, pause and hold your breath for a moment. Feel your body stretch toward the sky. Exhale slowly while bringing your arms down in a wide circle, like you're embracing the world. As your arms come down, bend your knees slightly and imagine pushing negative energy into the earth. Repeat this sequence 7 times. With each repetition, try to move a little slower and breathe a little deeper. Focus on the sensation of energy moving through your body. Here's the secret that makes this so powerful. It's not just physical exercise. It's moving meditation. You're training your nervous system to shift from stress to calm, from tension to relaxation. This shift becomes easier with practice and starts happening automatically throughout your day. If raising your arms overhead is uncomfortable, raise them only as high as feels good. If standing is challenging, you can do a modified version sitting in a chair. The intention and breath pattern are more important than perfect form. The mystery movement works because it addresses something most Western exercise ignores completely: the connection between mind and body, between movement and healing, between breath and life force. Japanese seniors understand that true health comes from integration, not just strength or endurance. Now let me share something that ties all 7 movements together. Japanese culture has a concept called ikigai, which means reason for being. They believe that daily movement practices aren't just about physical health. They're about maintaining your purpose and connection to life itself. Each movement is a small act of self-care and respect for the body that carries you through the world. This is why these movements work so well for people over 60. They're not about competing or achieving. They're about honoring your body and supporting its natural healing processes. They're about moving with intention rather than intensity. Here's how to integrate all 7 movements into your daily routine. Start with just 1 or 2 movements for the first week. I recommend beginning with the morning leg circulation and the mystery movement. Practice them consistently before adding others. In week 2, add the spine wave. Do it after your morning movements or in the evening before bed. Week 3, add single leg flow. Week 4, add hip spirals. Week 5, add arm flows. Finally, in week 6, add breath walking. By the end of 6 weeks, you'll have a complete daily movement practice that takes about 15 to 20 minutes total. Some movements you'll do in bed, some standing, some while walking. They'll become natural parts of your day rather than formal exercise sessions. Here's what you can expect as you practice these movements regularly. In the first week, you'll likely notice improved morning energy and less stiffness. Many people report sleeping better almost immediately. By week 2 or 3, balance and coordination start improving. You'll feel more stable on your feet and more confident moving around. Week 4 typically brings noticeable improvements in flexibility. Movements that felt stiff or difficult become easier. By week 6, most people report feeling more energetic throughout the day, better mood, and a general sense of vitality they hadn't felt in years. Some notice improvements in digestion, circulation, and even mental clarity. But here's the most important thing about these movements. They're not just exercises you do. They become part of who you are. Japanese seniors don't think about going to the gym or fitting in a workout. Movement is woven into their daily existence like breathing or eating. This shift in mindset changes everything. Instead of seeing exercise as something you have to do, these movements become something you get to do. They're gifts you give yourself each day to support your health and vitality. Remember, age is not about decline. It's about adaptation. Your body is remarkably resilient and capable of improvement at any stage of life. These 7 movements prove that simple, consistent practices can yield profound results. Japanese seniors in their 80s and 90s aren't just surviving. They're thriving. They garden. They walk mountains. They play with great-grandchildren. They pursue hobbies and interests with passion. This is possible because they've maintained their mobility, balance, and strength through daily movement practices like these. You have the same potential within you. Your body wants to move, wants to be flexible, wants to be strong and balanced. These 7 movements give you a roadmap to unlock that potential, regardless of where you're starting from. The key is consistency over intensity. Better to do 5 minutes every day than an hour once a week. Your body responds to regular stimulus, not occasional intense sessions. Think of these movements as daily medicine for aging well. And here's something beautiful about this approach. You're not just improving your own life. You're modeling healthy aging for your family and community. You're showing that 60, 70, 80, and beyond can be years of vitality and joy rather than decline and limitation. Start tomorrow morning with the leg circulation movement. Before you even get out of bed, give your body those 90 seconds of attention. Feel the difference it makes in your energy and mood. That small success will motivate you to continue. Within a few days, add the mystery movement. 2 minutes of mindful movement that can shift your entire day. Notice how differently you feel when you start your day with intention rather than rushing into activity. Each week, add another movement. Be patient with yourself. Some days will feel easier than others. Some movements will come naturally while others take more practice. This is completely normal and expected. Your body is learning new patterns, and learning takes time. If you miss a day, don't let that derail you. Just start again the next day. Consistency is more important than perfection. Japanese culture emphasizes progress, not perfection. Each day, the new opportunity to care for yourself. Pay attention to how you feel as you incorporate these movements. Keep a simple journal if that helps. Note your energy levels, pain levels, mood, and sleep quality. You'll likely be amazed at how quickly improvements begin showing up Share your experience with friends and family. Teaching others reinforces your own practice and helps spread the benefits of mindful movement. You might inspire someone else to begin their own journey toward healthier aging. Remember that these movements are just the beginning. As you become more comfortable with them, you might feel drawn to explore other aspects of Japanese wellness practices, perhaps gentle yoga, tai chi, or meditation. These 7 movements create a foundation that supports many other healthy practices. The most important thing is to start. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Your body is waiting for you to begin this journey toward greater vitality and well-being. Every day you wait is a day of potential improvement lost. These movements work because they're based on wisdom accumulated over centuries of healthy aging. Japanese culture has always understood that growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. It means growing wiser about how to care for yourself. You now have access to this wisdom. 7 simple movements that can transform your aging experience from decline to vitality, from limitation to possibility. The only question remaining is, which movement will you try first and why?